What does that mean?
Molweni means umawethu makanisa ndisakhenkethisa le ndoda yaseGhana uyawo tshomi yam okanye umhlobo wam samkhenkethisa eligama sivuka sisiwa siyakhenketha njengangoku siya ngaphaya eFranschhoek kulanda ukwenziwa kuyo umdiliya umfaxangiweyo kulinywa khona idiliya siyakhona ngonomhlobo wam kudla ithambeka.
What does that mean? What do you see?
No, I was just saying that I'm a tourist guide. We're just cruising around Cape Town, and now today we're going to Franschhoek where they grow grapes to make wine.
The name Franschhoek comes from the Afrikaans language, which means French corner. The first settlers to arrive in Franschhoek were the French Huguenots, who were looking for religious emancipation at the time. So over 300 Huguenots arrived in Franschhoek from France in 1688. These individuals were artisans, craftsmen, and farmers. In no time, they started establishing farms in their new settlement. Most of these farms they established back then have now grown into renowned wineries here in Franschhoek. Come with me as I explore and experience wine tasting in one of these wineries. So we made our first stop at Hotekabri Winery.
The highlight of the city basically is the winelands. This is like the winelands. All kinds of wines that you'd like to experience. And if you're like me and you prefer something sparkling, we've also got Cape Classic as well. So we've got different Cape Classic depending on which farm you are.
First things first. Before I start with the tasting, I'd love to welcome you to Haute-Cabré, home of Pierre Jourdan. My name is Hope, and today I'll be the special wine ambassador for the day. I'll be your wine ambassador, and then you're doing the Pierre Jourdan discovery, which consists of all our Cape Classic, including one demi-sec that is like semi-sweet. The second one, it's the Belle Rose. It's 100% Pinot Noir. Belle Rose means beautiful rose, so you're gonna pick up some lovely fresh strawberries and rose petal aromas, cream and fresh acidity on the palate, and it goes on with the salmon and the sushis. So in each and every wine that you'll be drinking, there's a story behind it. So the Brut was actually the first Cape Classic that was made in the 1980s by our cellar master, Mr. Achim von Annen. And then the Belle Rose, it's just recently made, and the story behind it is that our cellar master's grandmother had like a beautiful garden full of beautiful roses, and then when Mr. Achim saw the color of this wine, that just, and the smell, like the aromas you get, it just reminded him of his mother, who was Diadora. So he then named this wine Belle Rose, meaning beautiful rose, because of that. It just reminded him of his mother.
In the past few days, it's been just myself and my way too, but today we have a guest who joins us.
Hello, my name is Minnie Hadebe. I'm situated in the Western Cape province in South Africa, in Cape Town, and I'm delighted to share this journey with Yao in discovering the beauty of Cape Town. We're at the vineyard where they make amazing wines, and we're here for a wine tasting, and we just had an amazing presentation from one of the workers here exploring the different kinds of wines and the history behind it. It's absolutely beautiful. The taste and the history just blends well together, so I'm very, very happy and excited to discover these amazing drinks.
Yay, that's my wine.
Non-alcoholic.
Thank you.
And for me, I don't have a choice.
Thanks, your
Pleasure.
We tasted about 7 different wines, and the cost was 150 rand, which I think was quite affordable. My highlights of this winery was the architecture of the space. While entering, it looks like a bunker, but from the inside, it looks like an ancient cave. So my curiosity took me around to observe the space. I discovered this tunnel. I did walk a few steps down the tunnel to know actually what was inside. Surprisingly, it led to their storage room where their wines were brewed and stored till maturity stage. Upon entering the tunnel, I was blown away by this incredible piece of architecture. It was quite refreshing to walk through the tunnel and finally discover what was inside of it.
See this area? It shows that there's presence of water somewhere in here. Okay, so I see like an iron rod. This is insane.
I had a lot of questions to ask about what inspired the architecture style and a lot more. It was so unfortunate that the person in charge was also very busy at the time. And we also had very little time to spend. Maybe I should go visiting again, particularly for this purpose. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Another thing that is very similar to all wineries is you'd always find artificial lakes created close to the winery to serve as source of irrigation to their farm.
Well, I can tell you about Franschhoek. It's a very beautiful place, beautiful views, very mountainous area. The weather does get quite to its extremes. In summer, we experience high temperature weather, so it gets very hot, and in winter it becomes a very low temperatures, and we even get snow.
Yes, you heard her right. Snow actually falls during the winter here in Franschhoek. It is mostly visible on the peaks of the mountain, where temperatures can go as low as 2 degrees Celsius. Entering the Franschhoek township, you are immediately met with an air of relaxation and elegance. The French influence on the culture and architecture is visible almost everywhere.
Away from the city and just experience calm century, like just relaxation. There's also wellness spas in the area, so that just completes the.
So our next visit was to the Huguenot Memorial Museum. This museum was built to champion the legacy and history of the first Huguenots that arrived here.
Each and every one of us?
No, only one night.
Okay, sure.
So we had to pay 100 rand per head. My friend Maweto was exempted from the entrance fee when he presented his badge, showing he was a licensed tourist guide in Cape Town. Things to see in the museum are antique items of furniture, storage boxes on how they used to keep their farm products, farming machineries. They never forgot their roots. On display is a French national flag. There was a sample miniature building that depicted how they used to build. One thing that really caught my attention was how detail oriented the museum was. So they had put on display everything that mattered and played a role in the life of the first settlers. There were also other tourists that had come touring the museum just like myself. So before I forget, this museum is actually a private museum, not a national museum. So I was so amazed to see how detailed oriented every information was. So when I returned to Cape Town, we made a stop at Drakenstein Correctional Center, formerly Victor Festa Prison, which was along the road.
So we're currently here in Drakenstein Correctional Center. Nelson Mandela actually spent some time here, I think a few months as a prisoner. Now it's more like a memorial correctional center to honor his name.
My name is Mawetu Maganise. I'm the tourist guide here in Cape Town. I'm with Yao, my brother. We are at the Drakenstein Correctional Services, formerly Victor Festa Prison. Behind me, there's a big statue of our former president, Utata Nelson Mandela, who was transferred here in 1988 on the 9th of December 1988. He was here for 24 months, 9th of December 1988 until 11th of February 1990, when he was released with his wife, when his wife was here, Umama Winnie Matigizela Mandela.
The story of Nelson Mandela gives us a true lesson of resilience as he spent 27 years of his life in prison, fighting against apartheid and injustice, however refusing to give up and never lost sight of his vision for a better future. Mandela's commitment to his beliefs eventually led to his release and the end of apartheid in South Africa. Do not let the agonies of your past weigh you down. Go out there and create a better story for yourself today. I hope this has been helpful. Kindly like the video, share it to other people. Kindly subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Don't forget to also click on the notification bell to be prompted each time I upload a new video. Stay safe and productive, and I'll see you in the next one.